Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Saiful Izmin Safwan bin Saiful Aslan. Today, my company members and I from UniKL are going to explain what is social anxiety disorder. Social anxiety disorder, also called social phobia, is a long-term and overwhelming fear of social situation. It's a condition that is an intense, persistent fear of being watched and judged by others. It can happen to anyone and occur anywhere. It's a common problem that usually starts during the teenage years, and it can be very distressing and have a big impact on your life. For some people, it gets better as they get older, but for many people, it does not go away on its own without treatment. People with social anxiety disorder will feel worried whenever it involves social interaction or a lot of people. Sometimes they end up staying away from places or events where they think that they might have to do something that will embarrass them. And it's important to get help if you are having symptoms, and there are treatments that can help you manage it.
When we talk about social anxiety disorder in university, of course you want to know about case of social anxiety disorder. Right now, I will tell you 5 case of social anxiety disorder in university. Case of social anxiety disorder in university. First is friend. Why friend? Friends are one of their favorite aspect of university because friends can help a person to reduce stress as well as problems encountered in studies. Did you know that friends also the case of a person experiencing in social anxiety? They also can be a source of stress. For example, streaming job for your friend. Next case is always scolded by lecturer. A good experience with a caring lecturer can cause a lasting impression on student life. So, can a bad experience? While most lecturers do their best with a positive education experience, some students are better suited for certain lecturers' style and classroom types than others. If there is a mismatch between student and lecturer, student can form lasting negative feeling about their subject or his own abilities. For example, students are always scolded by lecturer and lecturer always demand students who are not good in studies. Third, everyone must know about this. So, what is that? History of bullying or public humiliation. This bullying has been going for a long time. This bullying happens anywhere. It's just a student's ability to deal with it. Bullying is also the case of a person experiencing in social anxiety. Often happen to students who are always afraid to face this problem. Bullies try to take advantage of people who are weak. That's bad, right? Lastly, limited social experience. There are students and lecturers have experience in socializing. Those who are less sociable with many people will communicate less with students or lecturers. This risks of a person to have lack of friends and afraid to socialize with others in university.
The feelings of shyness and discomfort in certain situations may not necessarily be the signs of someone having a social anxiety disorder. The comfort levels of someone in a social situation may be totally be different depending on their personality, or maybe depending on their life experiences. Some people, they are naturally born reserved, and maybe some people, they are naturally born outgoing. In contrast to everyday nervousness, social anxiety disorder may include anxiety, fear, and avoidance that may interfere our working life, our relationship, and maybe our university life as a student. So, with having social anxiety disorder, it may affect our emotion and also our physical condition. So, signs and also effects of having social anxiety disorder may include of constant fear of situation in which you may be judged negatively. You may be worried about embarrassing or humiliating yourself. Intense fear of interacting or talking with other people that you may not know, or should I say strangers. Fear that others will notice you, that you look anxious. And also fear of physical symptoms that may cause you embarrassment, such as blushing, sweating, trembling, or having a shaky voices. So, as I said before, with having social anxiety disorder, it may affect our physical condition also. So, physical signs or effects can sometimes accompany with social anxiety disorder that may include blushing, like I said, fast heartbeat, trembling, sweating, upset stomach or nausea, trouble catching your breath, dizziness or lightheadedness, feeling that you might has gone blank, or muscle tension. These are some of the examples of physical symptoms, the physical effects of having social anxiety disorder. The effects of having social anxiety disorder can change over time, although you may feel better in a shorter terms if you avoid situation that can produce anxiety. In a longer term, looking for treatment is the best way so that your anxiety will not become worse.
So, since you already know about the symptoms of social anxiety disorder, you can check if you are having social anxiety disorder or not. But if you are struggling right now, no worries, there are many ways to overcome it. The first one is by practicing the relaxing method. This method is helpful because when you start to feel anxious, your heart begins to race and your breathing will shorten. This will make your body become tense up because you forgot to breathe properly. That's why you feel like in danger. Remember to take a deep, long breath and focus on calming your body down. It will help you control your reaction and lessen your anxiety. Facing your anxiety will help you the most. Most people that have social anxiety disorder tend to hide, avoid, or run away from whatever they are scared of. Listen to me. Never let your fears control you. It is because once you let your fears stop you, it will make your anxiety stronger. If you truly want to fight your social anxiety disorder, the only way is by facing your anxiety and stepping out of your comfort zone. Start a conversation. Maybe it takes a decade, but why not, right? The first step is where the journey starts. You may start talking with your family and close friends first. Think about the topic. You can ask them about their life and studies. You will learn more about them. Try to put the focus on other people over yourself. Anxiety can sometimes make you feel incredibly alone, but focusing your attention on other people will create a stronger bond between you and other people. Everyone has problems, fears, and insecurities. If you take the lesson from others, you'll notice that you are perfectly normal. Perfection isn't real. You cannot please everyone, and it's fine for making mistakes. Perfectionism makes social anxiety worse because you are always trying to be aware of everything. So, dears, work on letting go of trying to be perfect. Accept yourself for who you are. Trust me, once you are able to accept yourself, you enjoy your life more. Never isolate yourself just because you feel like you are having a mental illness. Many people out there are still hoping for you. So why not you? So please encourage yourself to fight it.
Being a socially anxious student can be challenging. We know that university involves a huge life transition like adapting to greater responsibilities, forming friendships or working relationships, and planning for the future. It's quite normal for students to feel nervous in situations like these, but if you suffer from social anxiety or maybe think that you do, #you are not alone. It is the most common mental illness among university students. Some symptoms may include a physically uncomfortable reaction to social situations like trembling or sweating. However, everyone's experience with social anxiety is different. Not everyone who suffers from anxiety will experience the same symptoms. It depends on the circumstances that make the person feel anxious. When I was in school, I struggled with social anxiety, and it was more than just being shy. It's an extreme fear of socializing with others, a fear that everyone is talking about you or laughing at you. There was always this fear though that every time I entered a class, spoke or contributed, I was being judged negatively on how I look or even sounded. This fear causes people with anxiety to avoid social situations. But you know what? Avoidance tends to worsen anxiety over time. Instead, take small steps to challenge yourself to talk and interact with more people. University is a whole new chapter and you don't want to miss out on opportunities because of fears and worries. You can't waste time thinking about the what ifs because you are who you want to be. If you are suffering from anxiety, tell somebody, seriously. Start by speaking with a trusted person like your parent, family, friends, or us here at UniKL. Especially now with the pandemic still happening, students are still adjusting to a whole new routine. Try not to be hard on yourself and don't feel bad about making time for yourself. Trust the process and help yourself by asking for help when everything becomes too much. There are people around you who want to help and support you in your journey to recovery. So, the next time you're feeling anxious, remember that you're not alone and #we got you.
Hey everyone, it's Azik here from UniKL. Thanks for watching the video on social anxiety disorder. A really important topic, and yet not many people really understood regarding it. It is really important for us to put awareness on this topic because obviously it impacts a lot of people's life. So I hope this video really helps you know why putting awareness on social anxiety disorder is really important to us. So let's put more awareness by sharing, also liking this video, and don't forget #we got you. Bye.